How are we doing? How's things? Wednesday morning is here. The tea is made, and I'm a little late as usual. Well, not as usual. Usually I'm really early, but I am a little bit late this morning. My lovely cocker spaniel has been a pain in the backside. Just, just bouncy as anything. She really was. Absolute bouncy as anything this morning. She would not let anyone do anything. So, like having a puppy again. Where the bloody hell have you been, eh? Hey, where the bloody hell have you been? I said she's just been bouncy as anything. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole house is awake. She's been absolute nuts this morning. Absolute nuts. So we just see if the faces will come up quickly this morning, or see. But we've got to do the little check-ins at 7 and 7:40, and then again at 8:20. Right now, she's literally next to me, and she's deciding to try and bury something in the sofa. She literally is being a monkey this morning. Literally, really is. What are you doing? I'm not sure what you're trying to bury down there. It's 12:25. Is it morning or night? Well, this is what we were saying. I said this yesterday. That sort of time in the morning, is it morning or is it night? I would, if I was leaving some friends in the evening after having one or two drinks or whatever with my friends, and it was 12:25, I'd be saying, "Oh, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening." Technically, it's morning though, isn't it? So, what do you say? What do you say? Anyway, let's get the game screen on and let's get moving, um, because we are a little bit late this morning. So, but how you doing, Quack? How's things, Game Boy? How you doing, buddy? How's things with you? And the lovely Albie, how are you, buddy? Hope all is well. Right, let's get the bus. Let's get this loaded because I'm a little out of sorts because she's still going nuts next to me, and I don't know whether I can stream or not. Really, it's usually she's good as gold. Good as gold. She just gets up, just comes next to me and falls asleep. But this morning, she's like, "No, Dad, not a chance. I'm going to rip your arm off your socket and all sorts. All gravy," he says, "all gravy." Good to hear, good to hear. Let's get the economy loaded. Load the game. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Christ. Still doing it next to me. She's literally trying to bury something. I'm not quite sure what she's trying to bury. Oh, I've seen it now. I've seen it. It's a little green stick that she does like, but she doesn't like to eat them. They're like little minty sticks. She likes to save them for later. Give Dog a big hug from you. I will do. We're just going nuts. Absolute nuts this morning. Right, let's turn this bus on. It's already on, I believe. We've got to get the wipers on. Actually, got to turn down the volume on the TV. It's a little loud, I believe. Yes, it's a little loud. Might come through on the mic. It's that loud. What are you doing? Oh my God. Christ's sake, what are you doing? Yeah, I know. Oh my God. What are you doing? It's just been nuts. Absolute nuts this morning. Right. It's been nuts. I think someone wants to move. No, she's off. She's off. Right, opening the doors. I don't know if he opened the doors beforehand. He's standing there, so he wants to get out. He's put his umbrella up. Oh, moving. Big stretch this morning. Big stretch. Lots of stretching. First thing in the morning. Do a little touch on the hat as well. Head. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. There you go. Rendition for your first thing in the morning. That's what you've always wanted. Double stretch D. But we are away and we're off. So I didn't think we would be this morning. I was beginning to think she wasn't going to let me stream, and I thought, well, I hadn't actually said I was going to stream, although I do stream. I say that I stream every day, don't I? And now in French. Not a chance. Not a chance. I'll tell you what we should do while we get going off is we should check our fleet is all managed vehicles. It's all good. Energy level critical. Why am I driving this bus if the energy level is critical then? Fucking hell, what a twat. How much longer have we got on this route then? Don't tell me. Oh my god, fucking hell. Might not be able to finish the route. It might go. I always did say I'd find out how long the whether we could run out of fuel. Then we might just do that. You got to go, buddy. All the best. You need to sleep. We've got a really big test tomorrow. Okay, you take care. Thank you for dropping in anyway, Quack. Get some sleep. Get a good night. You take care, buddy. Oh shit, bus. There we went into the back. We're up the curb.
Großer Stern.
I don't know what we're going to do. We might actually run out of. Won't run out of charge. Can you charge in this game? Can you go somewhere and just go and charge? I see petrol stations around. If I see one, I might go in one just see. I didn't realise that this particular vehicle. It's not electric though, is it? So maybe it's not this vehicle that needs charging. I could be wrong. It could be a different bus. It could be a different bus that needs sorting out, not this one. Let's have a little look-see again. Sorry. Options office. See, that one's energy level critical. Is that who's doing that route? 15%. Everyone else's is fine. I don't think it's the one I'm driving. No, I'm driving the 1007. So it is my it's that particular bus. It's critical. I wonder what the route is that one's doing. We get to see. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that one because if it goes out again whilst I'm en route, it's gonna fail and it's gonna knock my percentage of satisfaction. Please excuse spelling. It's been many years since French class. Okay, here we go. Tita Bu Genopede Genopede. Jordy, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you for the sub, even. Thank you for the sub. Honestly, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. How you doing, bud? To the driving side of things at the moment. ABC, Les Yeux, L'Oreal, La Bouche, etc. Their names. It'll do, eh? This is the translator, is it? Why can't you select it? Come on, Berlin, ABC, B, C, do, re, mi. Just want a single ticket, a single. That's a single ticket, which wasn't paid by card. Thank God for that. Card terminal. So, Albie, what did you think about the price news in that? And you too, Geordie. It's good stuff, isn't it? It's good stuff that they're bringing down Ultimate. It was a little bit expensive, just a little bit. So about £7 off, isn't it? Equivalent to a UK, back down to $15.99 instead of $22.99. A bit more reasonable, isn't it? £16. Still, you know, it's a little bit pricey, maybe, tiny bit, but in the grand scheme of things, you can't really argue with that, can you? Knocked £7 off, and the next COD, which there isn't one this year, is that right? There isn't one this year. Won't be coming via Game Pass. You have to buy it, but obviously there'll be the free-to-play COD, won't there? So bought it just as you paid for a loading code for 3 months. It's a conspiracy. Did ya? Oh, bless. I hope that they do some sort of little conversion for people that are just bought or lock in. I mean, I suppose that would be asking too much, but I really do hope that they do. But I say it's a good news for gaming because that's how I'm playing Replaced. Yeah, I say it's good news for gaming because with that, then look at Sony to look at their prices and maybe knock a quid or two off as well. I hope so. I hope it's a win-win all round. I really do. Usually how companies work.
Haus der Kulturen der Welt.
Microsoft put their prices up, and Sony did exactly the same. So, wonder if we get their prices to come down a tiny bit as well. Who knows? Like I say, it could be a good move all round. The only argument is it sets an unprecedented for them not to release a first party title onto Game Pass, doesn't it? But Berlin AB, his favourite cars, short trips. I'm a little close on this one. I'm just a little bit too close to the thing that I can't actually see what I have to come out. So I think you can go in, down and up, down and up. You might be able to sit that way. But we're away. A little bit late, but we're away. You're still trying to bury whatever you've got, haven't you? Shut the doors. We're indicating out. I know what you're saying. I mean, they can only do what they can do. I mean, she's the new CEO that's come in. She's done all the correct things, but a lot of it was sort of smoke and mirrors. She's saying the right things. This is the first big act, if you like, is to say, well, look, it's got a bit expensive, so I suppose you've got to judge her on her merits and whatever. So far, she's said all the right things, and the first big action is correct, isn't it? I suppose. Like I say, it's a lot of goodwill in the first place. You've been annoyed. When your bread and butter gets expensive, people get annoyed, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. So we shall see. Take it with a pinch of salt. Subscriptions are subscriptions. You can subscribe for a month, you know, and then not bother for, you know, have a break similar to Netflix and whatnot. Nothing sort of keeps you there, and I suppose that is the way the model is, and the way you're going to keep people there, I suppose, would be to have a really good service, which, to be fair to Game Pass, is, you know, the quality of games on there at the moment. You know, they do add bits and pieces from time to time to really good games. As long as that keeps coming, that'll keep people entertained. The whole PC side of things as well being nicely linked in. If you use your PC, the Ultimate is just perfect, and then obviously you've got your EA and you've got your UB as well. Like I say, for everyone that loses all the services, it's a really good deal, and it's just got better, because if you're not interested in COD, you've got another one of those, and you want to bury that one as well. Where are they coming from?
Hallo, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
He wants a bar shine. Berlin AB. 350. So that's a single ticket. Oh my god.
Hi,
Whiny
einen
is everything.
Einzelfahrschein bitte. Kann ich das mit meinem Telefon bezahlen?
Yeah, what she wants? She wants a... I can't really read it. You have to come out. Berlin ABC single ticket. Berlin ABC. Oh my god. Get back in there. Berlin ABC single ticket. And that's the wrong ticket, Dave. Single ticket. Do you know what? I'll bury it for you in a minute. Right. Ticket done.
Hi, ich benötige einen Fahrschein. Wie viel würde das kosten?
She wants to know how much it costs a Berlin AB single ticket, and she's going to pay by cash. Okay. Berlin AB, single ticket, cash. Down a £5, 150 back. Back in your seat, Dave. Shut the doors. So I'm just going to scroll that back up. Are we? I didn't know what you wrote. I'm glad they have, but it's probably pissed people off. It probably has pissed people off. They're not going to. The thing is, you're not going to win either way with this sort of thing. They tried something, it got too expensive. Everyone sort of a bit of a backlash. Some people tried to defend it. I'm never one for defending something that is a little bit too pricey or anything like that. Whilst it can offer a good service for if you used everything, then it's win-win, isn't it? You know, if you use everything, if you use Fortnite and you're a COD player and whatever. But the truth is, £7, saving £8 or whatever it is. I mean, call it £7. £7 over the course of a year is £84. It is the price of COD, isn't it? So if you really want to pay COD, then you just use that £7, save it, and pay for COD, don't you? So that's how I look at it. If you're really dedicated to COD, but for anyone that doesn't want COD, or that hardly uses COD, or is not that interested in it, then you know, it's a really good deal. Also, the fact is, you can just move on to the COD's free-to-play model, which in some respects I think they might like you to do that. I bought the 3-month code from Loaded because it was around £1 a month more than I was paying. Yeah, I get that. So in some respects you bought and you've been shortchanged a bit, which is really, really, not great. Like I said, hopefully they used to do things like conversion and stuff like that, and hopefully they can do something like that.
S- und U-Bahnhof Brandenburger Tor.
Maybe a good offer of free will, and they'll just give everyone a month free or something like that. I don't think they will, but they could do something like that. But it's steps in the right direction, isn't it? In terms of being an Xbox gamer or anything like that. I mean, you're never going to fit everyone. Make it free. That's how everyone will be. Even if you made it free, I dare say you still find someone that can play. It's life, isn't it? You're not going to please everyone. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea unless you're Essex Tea, and then everyone's cup of tea. She's still got her stick in her mouth. I keep hearing her. She keep going. God. She's doing my head in. She's not only doing her own head in. She's doing my head in. But it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, the next rumours is that Gears goes exclusive again, isn't it? The new Gears game coming up. That's the next rumours. And to be fair, that would be an easy sort of decision to make. And the terms of Gears didn't really sell that well on PlayStation. I mean, let's face it, the only game that's sold well on PlayStation is Forza Horizon, because there's a market for it. People really want Gears, and is Gears that fabulous game that it is? Everyone's fond of Gears, but I'll be honest with you, the Gears games are not as exciting as they were when it first launched. It felt fresh. So it's going to be interesting to see where Xbox go. But it's the first major step, if you like, a first proper action in the right direction, rather than just words. You can fix the dashboard, you can do bits and pieces like that, achievements, but that's not going to bring back any gamers, is it, or anything like that people are a little bit pissed off. It's going to make a few people that stayed on the system smile and are happy about it, but ultimately the new dash or whatever doesn't make someone that comes to gaming, does it? It's, like I say, a good step, rebuilding faith amongst what you already have. But in terms, this is the first step, isn't it? It's a price reduction, and I mean, you get the argument saying it's £2 more expensive than it was 2 or 3 years ago, but I mean, that argument doesn't wash, does it? That's like saying that prices can never go up. Prices will always go up. They'll go up with inflation anyway. So regardless of corporate greed, and put the prices up 4% all the time anyway. Most people do. Which, again, I don't agree with. I think when you've got a world struggling, you should be holding your prices and maybe take the hit. But and I'm not just talking about every business. I'm talking about major businesses. Major business can come together and make this world a much, much better place. It really could, quite easily. But they don't. Capitalism for you. Capitalism. But like I say, from an exports point of view, from a gaming point of view, it could be good for gaming in general. It just might make Sony look at theirs and go, do you know what, we need to drop ours a couple of quid. Might make Nintendo look at whatever they have to offer, drop theirs a couple of quid. That sort of side of things. It might be good for gaming as a whole. That, what I'm worried about in general with Xbox and what they do is they usually do something like this, and then they usually shoot themselves in the foot a week later. That's the worry. And have they learned from that sort of mistake? So have they done, we're going to reduce the price, and fabulous, let it settle for a few days, but we're going to introduce adverts, or something stupid like that. No, they won't, don't get me wrong, I'm just being stupid. But you know what I'm like, and what Xbox are like. It's what's coming now, isn't it? Everyone must be prepared for, okay, some good news is out about Xbox. Where's the next step down coming from? That's what it's had. It's the issue with brand loyalty these days. The Game Pass price hike was the first time it felt proper let down, to the point that I took action and dropped my top tier. Oh, yeah, exactly. I know quite a few people, and I know a few people have been questioning it recently. And there was quite a few rumours in the works of a price decrease, or a new sort of like tier, if you like, that maybe offers something in the middle, or just offers this. I think this is the right way to go. To Ultimate should be your Ultimate subscription, and it should be a little bit cheaper. It should be. So, right direction. Hopefully, it brings a few people back that drop their subscription. I think that's what they're looking for. I think it will. But I don't, whether it brings people back to buying, sort of stacking for a year, I don't know. I don't know if people would stack for a year at the moment. I think people would stack for, maybe buy a car for 3 months and see what happens. Again, it's the price that it is on a dash. So loaded, would you think would undercut it a tiny bit or something like that? We shall see. I wonder whether the price drop was the plan, or whether the rumours was something that they decided to act on. There is something. I read something about that they deliberately put the price up to bring it down. I don't think a company would do that. I think if there wasn't a backlash, that company would keep the price up. Regardless, there's a little rumour going around that if COD was going to go on to, and then they would drop the price. I don't believe that rumour. I think, like all companies, they tested the water to see what they can get away with, and it was like, too much. We've got to reduce the price. I don't think there's ever been a long-term plan to put the price up and then drop it down again. I think because it's just, you're ruining the brand. I think that they've listened. I think they generally have listened and changed course. To they're listening a little bit to what gamers want at the moment, and that's the thing. You've got a businesswoman in charge now. Depending on how, I always say someone in charge doesn't always mean they're in charge, because they have other people pulling their strings. So it'd be interesting to see. But she is fundamentally a businesswoman, not a gamer. I know she games, she doesn't, let's be honest. She's the gaming that is coming out from her and whatever is just because, she supports the brand. She's got to say the right things, and she's got to link up somewhere along. But fundamentally, she's a businesswoman, and good on her. She's identified some of the things that is going to make people happy. So, like I said, she's redone the dash. Not a big thing, but it sort of like satisfies your core players who've been screaming and asking for it for a little while. They've sorted out the achievements, or starting to sort out the achievements. Little things in the right direction for the core players that are there, that people have been screaming for a long. The talk of the backward compatibility being, being expanded. So there's talk about more games coming onto the backward compatibility sort of side of things. Whether that's been the plan all along, and it's took some, and she's not actually doing that much, and all these things were in the works, I don't know. But it seems to have coincided that, come on, we've got to get our finger out here. We've got a new console, potentially a year and a bit away. We've got to get some brand loyalty here. We've got to get some things right, and we've got to get people excited about Xbox again. And I think she's managed to do that. It's just you're waiting for the shot in the foot. That's the thing. Xbox has always been good about generating a bit of excitement, but they always seem to, certainly the last 3 or 4 years, they've always seemed to shoot themselves in the foot. Phil Spencer, hands up to the guy. He's turned things around for Xbox. Did things go stale towards the end? Was anything towards his fault? I don't know. I'm not going to criticise him, but I really don't know. Like I say, you get your strings pulled by whoever, don't you? So at the end of the day, he's just a lead person. He's a focal person. He's who you get. But there are other people pulling the strings. Now, if when he said about 4 games going to PlayStation, I didn't think it was a terrible idea. The 4 games that were going, they're trying to get some money of games that are old, and see where they go. And that's fine. He never said it would only be 4 games. And anyone that thought it would only be 4 games was pretty naive. The other one thing is they never ever said that Game Pass was going to, price-wise, was going to stay where it was. Because you just don't say those things in business because it's not true. It's not true. You react all the time. So if this makes your money, you do it. If that makes your money, you do it. If something's not working, you have a rethink. You don't bury your head in the sand and just carry on. So, like I say, some of these plans may have been in the works already, and we're just crediting the new CEO with it. It's quite possible. But so far, she said all the right things. This is the first big action under her leadership. Let's hope that there's no, kick in the teeth, because there was the rumor is that Netflix is coming to Xbox, isn't it, in some sort of form or whatever. But there's also a small little rumor that keeps circling about them adding adverts. Now, adverts on a dash, I can live with. I really can. I don't see the problem with it. I really don't. There's so many adverts in life, but adverts that might interrupt your gaming. You don't want that. You don't want that. And I think that she, like I say, she's a businesswoman. She knows what she's identifying, what is going to sort of bring players in, and what's going to keep the core happy. So the first step is the price, isn't it? At the end of the day, and you've got to look at COD from a perspective. What you're saving £7. You can go buy COD with that saving. If you saved £7 for 10 months, you've got £70. Go buy COD with it. If that's what you want to do, go buy it. So if you don't like COD, you're saving money. I wish they'd drop the Fortnite pack that you get with it, and if they drop that and then save the money from that, I'd have preferred that. But it is what it is. Who knows? You might see something like that going. You might get something without all the add-ons. You might get a subscription that just gets your Game Pass without EA, and without Ubisoft, and without that. I think a lot of people would like that. I just want to play games on Xbox, and if I want to subscribe to EA, I'll subscribe to EA and I'll go up to the next tier for a month. I mean, that would be the right way to go as well. There's lots of ways they could go. Just hopefully there's not a shoot yourself in the foot that's coming, because that's what we're used to as gamers now at Xbox. We're used to really good news followed by, okay, that wasn't so great. Okay, great, we're happy. Day later, oh, fucking hell. We don't want any of that. That's the thing. We want a consistent build here. And I think we've got, from a gaming perspective, you've got a little bit of excitement building. Exactly. So for you, most of what they've added with Ubisoft, Bethesda, Activision stuff, I never play anyway. Exactly. So, Activision, Bethesda, I'm all right with because it's always good to play a new shiny game. But it's about having the right tier for you, isn't it? And the right deal for you. So if you're paying a couple extra to play something that you probably wouldn't pay anyway, that's kind of okay. When you get to a point where it's too much, because everyone has a ceiling. Everyone has a ceiling where something is too much. Berlin ABC. Do you want a 24-hour or just want a 24-hour? Like that. I hope in their update that they do something about this particular bus. It wants 360 back because in this particular bus it's not so easy to see the camera in that. I lost access to PW Power Wash Simulator 2 on Xbox. Yeah, this is it. But with your savings, you could buy it. That's the argument, isn't it? I mean, it's like I say, this is my argument with COD. That, anyone that moans about COD, it's only going to be the new game that comes on, which isn't this year, I believe. But this is it. If you're only going to play a few games, there's no reason to be on Game Pass. There really isn't. If you like variety, you're like a gamer like me, because I know me. I like a bit of variety. I like about 4, 5, 6, 7 games on the go at once, and I swap and change. Part of that is because I've been reviewing for a long time, and that's what I'm used to as well. But that is me. Then I need things accessible to me, and obviously hosting the community nights and stuff like that. He sent us around Game Pass, sent us around free to play. Usually, not this Thursday, admittedly. So I need that subscription. But then you all know that, technically, I'm not in that argument. So because I don't pay for it, What I do want is, or wish, is that there's this whole shift that we need influencers, and that so to sell Xbox. We don't, and I think that's a lot of people are a bit annoyed about that. Is that we don't need all these people shouting from the rafters to sell our consoles. We need proper advertising. We need proper marketing strategy. We need proper action. Good morning, Keris. How you doing? How's things? Hope all is well. No. Okay, say no. Morning, Johnny. How you doing, buddy? How's things? Apologies to anyone I thought I was going to be on at 6. That did turn up at 6. Where the fuck Dave was? I do usually stream from 6 o'clock, but I had my Cocker Spaniel was just decided that she was going to be like a puppy again. She's got these neat little teeth chew things that I don't know if she likes or doesn't like, but she likes to bury them. But she doesn't like to bury them outside, she likes to bury them in the house. And it's like, well, you can't bury something in the house, do you know what I mean? So she goes absolute nuts, and she whimpers, and she cries with it in her mouth because she wants to bury it, but you offer the door and she's like, no. She doesn't want to do it. She's trying to bury it in the sofa, and you're like having to watch her that she doesn't rip the sofa or something like that. It's just funny little pup this morning. Funny little pup. So I was up, but I was having to sort her out, and also she was literally, because she was making so much noise. Literally, she was waking the whole house. Do you know what I mean? It's quiet time at this sort of time in the morning usually, and she's waking the whole house at sort of 5:30, 4:45 with these stick things trying to bury them. That's why I hated the whole acquisition cheerleading. Just spending money to give you stuff you would pay for, you would play anyway, or wouldn't already buy, or would buy. No added value. Certainly not as valuable as putting the money into the hard work of fostering talent in studios to make something fresh and exciting. Very much so. very much so. I'm not, the cheerleading. You need some proper marketing. You need some proper strategy. I say this. Don't know her name, Ashley or whatever her name is. She's come in. She's said all the right things. She comes from a business background rather than a gaming background, which a lot of people had a good moan at to start off with. But sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need the business background to get the things right, and then you push the other stuff further down the ladder, for other people to sort out. So the business side of things, the goodwill, all that, that's what she's good at, apparently. So we shall see. And this is the first action in terms of dropping the price by £7 a month, if you like, from the dash. Not that everyone did that anyway, but we shall make loaded a little bit cheaper. And then hopefully, like I say, it's for gaming as well. Gaming in general. Do Sony now look at this and go, we're going to drop our price a pound or two? Are we going to drop our price too? And I hope it does. I hope it does, because greed breeds greed. Do you know what I mean? By Dr. Johnny, whatever were you doing in such a nasty place? He's sorted himself out. He's sorted himself out as Johnny. But yeah, it's all good for gaming. That's all I can say. It's a first action, rather than words, rather than little gestures of sorting out the dashboard, which may have already been in the works. And the achievement side of things may have already been in the works, and she's getting that accredited for that sort of stuff. This is the first action where you can see there's a change of direction here. Hang on a second. Maybe they are listening a little bit. Maybe they are. Hang on a second. Not everyone plays COD. And the people that play COD will buy it anyway. And don't forget, COD has a lot of players on the free-to-play version. So you can still play COD free of charge. You just play the free version, the free bit that comes in. And then if you want to upgrade to the game, you're a proper COD player, and you want to play the real game, then that money that you save, the £7 a year, pays for that game. It doesn't mean that everyone else has to pay it, which is a good move. All I say now is get rid of the Fortnite shit, But that's all you can do is react, and it's a good reaction so far. The only thing I worry about is that do Xbox now shoot themselves in the foot a week down the line with some shitty take of adverts or something like that being implemented, or something that really alienates people again, because that's what Xbox has been like for the last 2 or 3 years, where you get a bit of excitement, a bit of good news, followed by a kick. And I hope that they've turned that around a little bit. You'd think so, Fortnite. Like I say, if you were interested in Fortnite, if and you were playing COD all the time, and you use EA Play and you use Ubisoft, then £23 a month is a fucking fantastic deal. But the thing is, that's not what the majority of people don't use all that, and that's what we spoke about. I spoke to Keris about, where things like Sky and stuff like that. They throw in all these things that make the deal look good. Unless you use all those things, and you were using all those things anyway, it just bulks out something that looks good, but on paper you're ending up paying a heck of a lot more for something that you're not going to use. So now, dropping the price, £7. So you'll always get your idiots online that someone said about 2 or 3, you're paying £2 more than what it was 2-3 years ago. That is life, unfortunately. I don't like it. I hate it, and whatever. I really do. I really hate the fact that prices go up. But prices do go up. They go up with inflation anyway, and then you get that little bit of greed. What can we get away with? Drop up a quid. And no one batters their eyelid about prices going up a quid or two, do they? It gets annoying. So if you had something consistently go up a two, even if it got to 23 quid in a sort of several years' time, you wouldn't bat an eyelid, because you're used to it going up a pound or two all the time. But it was the big jump, wasn't it? Big jump followed by all the kicks and whatever. And anyways, Keris is here. Albie's here. Johnny's here. gameplay is here. We're all here. I need to take my little 2-minute break now because, well, 7 o'clock and I've still got to be a dad, even though I've started my stream a little bit late this morning. So I'll be back in a mo. If you need to run somewhere, I totally understand. I really, really do. If you're sticking with me, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I will be back in a couple of minutes. About that. How's things? I see you chatting. I can see one or two messages. You're making me laugh. You're making me giggle, but I'm going to have to read it back. All right, so I'm going to read this back. I tried to read it back, but it keeps adding to it. Where are we going? Right, we will get there eventually, I promise. Oh my god, every time there's a new message. Fucking hell. Bump. I can't read back anything you've been saying. I want you to read it. Just every time I'm about to read it, it's like message. And it bumps straight down. It's annoying. Do you want to recap me what you've been saying, or have I got to try and get there? We'll try. We'll get another bump in a second, I'm sure. Right. So we got the body salt. Oh, for fuck's sake. I give up. Anyway, I hope you're all good. Hope you're having a little giggle. Sorry about having to be a parent. Right, let's carry on with a bit more bus. You're all lovely. You're all lovely. Damage limitation here.
S- und U-Bahnhof Alexanderplatz, Memhardstraße.
It's raining. I have got my windscreen wipers on. I wonder whether they were coming on or not. Oh, we're pulling in on a rainy day. Opening our doors when we stop. But yeah, apologies about being late this morning. I wish it was late because I slept. But that didn't happen. For the dog, who's now decided I've had enough of waking everyone up. And she's now fast asleep on the sofa. So it's like, yeah. Thanks for that. We've got to turn left here. Left. Are they going to let us out?
Memhardstraße. Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen. Terminus.
Terminus
Please
indeed.
leave the bus here.
Leave the bus here. Come terminal. Little bump. No one saw that or noticed that. I'll turn it back. There we go. Oh my god, that car nearly had it. It nearly had it. Putting in. Opening the doors, he says. We're on to the next stop, are we? We are. Walk forward a little bit. Park here. For a minute, it says. He's recapped it in streaming confessions. Okay, what am I confessing? Oh my god, I suppose you've got me with the annoying thing. I said it's annoying, I didn't say you're annoying. I'll use my couple of minutes here. Right, so since stuff like Fortnite have arrived on the scene, I've lost contact with most of my old gaming with buddies. Yeah, I get that. It's fractured, don't they? They go off to one or two other things. So you sharp late. Over the old days with morals and standards. Fortnite really does just swallow people up, doesn't it? It does. Indeed, better quality of streamer back then. Yes, it does. Definitely more of a streamer of the people back then, less about the fancy called sponsorship. Being all about the team. I never had the time or desire to play anything from giant catalogues. Oh, I've been bumped. I've been bumped. Scroll it down. Bumped with an ad. Ad bumped me. Right now. I get the picture. It's a bit like, I mean, when you have more choice, it causes problems. Whereas choice is a lovely thing, it really is. It does sort of like fracture a group that play a certain game, which is fine. Everything's about choice. You get, you know, your friends, you keep in touch with that sort of side of things. There are people that I used to game with that I haven't managed to keep in touch because life gets in the way, and let's be honest, life's a journey, and you use something at that particular point in time as a tool to get you from A to B, and sometimes it is just a useful tool, gaming, in life, and that's, you meet people, but people disappear because other things happen in their lives, and that void, if you like, that was filled by gaming is no longer there. It's usually filled by something else, whether it be a new job, whether it be a family, whether it be whatever, a new gaming. It's, they say internet friends are temporary. I don't disagree with that, but I don't agree with it too. If you care about someone or whatever, I think we're in a digital world where it's just so easy now to contact someone and bring them a message or whatever. So if you generally care about them and whatever, you don't need to let them go in such as a way. Some of you have my WhatsApp. You're all open to my WhatsApp. You really are. Just if anyone wants my number, just send me a message and I will probably give it you. You're all lovely people, you really are, and I hope we all stay in touch for a very, very long time, because I generally feel friendship here. But I also totally understand, and that people's lives change. It's a bit like I liken it to life in general. When you're younger, you have all your friends and whatever. And when that lady comes into your life, or that man, can you sign this document for me as well? When you're a lady or you're a man, you might have another significant other pop into your life, or potential significant other, and your life changes, and it's all about impressing them, and that little bit of free time that you have goes all to them. So you lose friends, and your circle of friends starts getting smaller and smaller. And yes, you might still go out with your friends, but your significant other goes out with you, and that friendship closes to a degree. And I feel like that's the best way of describing gaming to a degree. Something happens in your life that changes that, and then gradually people sort of depart from your life. It's not to say that they don't care or anything like that. Sometimes you get it back. I mean, I have gamed on a Thursday night for a long time with people, but it's not been every Thursday. There have been breaks in between. That's the right buttons here. I'm guessing. It's a card buttons here. See what? Oh, okay. Just go. I can't see that this bus's point of view is ridiculous. AB, he wants a receipt. Okay. No, I don't want to see the back of his teeth. Thank you. Bob. AB. Single ticket. Wants a receipt. He wants to pay by card. We'll get there eventually. Thank you. They're not wearing the merch, they're getting up. She's wearing the merch, so she's allowed on. Yeah. Berlin ABC. Okay, cash. She's 60 back.
Hi, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
Right, you're not getting on. It's Berlin AB 24 hours. Oh my god, get out of the way, get out. Berlin AB. That's a 24-hour ticket. I'm sure he did. Okay, cash. He wants 10 back.
Morgen. Einen Einzelfahrschein bitte. Wie viel
She
macht
needs
das?
a Fahrschein bitte. Berlin. Oh my god, get out of the way. Stop it. This bus is doing my head in. Berlin AB. Single ticket. She wants to know how much it's going to cost. Just give me some money. Bugger off it. Come on it. No shine today, just rain. Just rain. Oh, very much. What's this? You love how you can't hear him over the rain. Sorry. You did hear me though, didn't you? And I'm being serious. It is just what happens in life, isn't it? And I've explained this to my son that because he basically asked me, why do you only have a select number of friends? And it's not I only have a select number of friends. He's talking about in real life. It's quality over quantity. I say to him to a degree, but I said what happens is that when you get married, or when you meet your significant other, a lot of your friends just depart, partly because you're not available to them all the time, and partly because your habits change as well. So your time is to impress your significant other or spend the time with your significant other and stuff like that. That's why I only game on a Tuesday, on a Monday night and a Thursday night, because I spend time the other nights with my significant other, my lovely wife. It used to be just Thursdays, but my wife is now busy on a Monday pretty much most of the time. So, it's not because they all hate you, Keris. It's not. I promise you, it's not. I'm not saying you're artificial friends. I'm just saying it's life, isn't it? Life in general. And that's why I say I generally build the Discord and the complete exports and that for family feel, a friendship feel. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm aware that something might happen in your life and I might never see you again. You might never pop into the stream again, or I might not interact with you on a Thursday night. I'm very much aware that could happen. Don't want it to happen, but I also understand that life's journey takes us on all sorts of paths in all sorts of directions, and let's be honest, we're not always in the same direction the whole time. That's what I say. My WhatsApp is open to anyone that wants to honestly stay, no matter what, but I can't tell you what's around the corner, in my life, and I can't tell you what's around the corner in your life. All I can say is that the friendship arm is extended. That's all I can say. Stop moving around. I hate this bus, this particular bus, this camera, because of shit. Seriously, they need to sort this one out. Berlin ABC. Took this money now. Help. Hell, what's going on? Berlin ABC. Oh, fucking get. What the fuck is that? Honestly, I'm not even doing anything. I'm going to get out of the bus, I'll protest. Back in. Try again. No, I don't want to look in the mirror. Don't want to look over there. The bus has gone haywire. Berlin. Ow. Hell, honestly. Berlin ABC. Berlin ABC. Might get there eventually. I don't know what's going on. We're going to see you've got the wrong ticket in a minute. Well, sit down. Oh, he's giving me some money. Okay, we'll give me $60 back.
Hallo, einen Fahrschein bitte. Kann ich das mit Karte bezahlen?
Oh no! Stop it! ABC, Berlin ABC. Single. Go on, hurry up. There's someone behind him as well. Oh god, I have to do this again.
Hi, eine 24-Stunden-Karte bitte.
Berlin ABC. I think it stopped doing this. It's giving me too much money. Oh my god, there's more people.
Guten Tag, eine Einzelfahrt bitte.
No, lad. Oh, will you stop? Thank you. Berlin AB. Oh my god. I don't know why it's doing it. Berlin. Why do we have to see up his nostrils all the time? Oh my god, now we're sitting next to him, we're going to hold his hand. No! I will read that as... Oh, check for a sinus infection. You're not joking. Oh, fucking hell, just fuck off! What's up with this camera today? I don't want to see up his nostrils. Thank you. That's covered by weird. Sorry, I will get. Oh, fucking hell. Can we just. I'm going to guess that he wants that. Probably is going to go, no, you've selected the wrong ticket. Oh, thank God for that. What the fuck was that about? What the fuck was that about? Right, let's read back. Sorry about that. I just got down here. I know I missed a one sit for Essex, so I'll get that done as well. You're far too weird, self-destructed, and self-loathed to believe you. Oh, bless you. Bless you. You honestly, it comes from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, you're all friends, and I generally mean that. And you're not here just temporary. The extended is open, you know. And I'm not just using you for a vessel of Essex Tea or a vessel for complete exports or anything like that. I promise you. I promise you, honestly, and that's to everyone. Honestly, you are very much welcome. You are very much needed. You are very much friends. You are very much family. Cheers, honestly. I mean that. I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. I do. I was just trying to explain, what happens when you're younger. And there's still an element of that in life, isn't it? That things change. It doesn't mean just because, your best friend that you have not seen for 10, 15 years anymore, doesn't care about you or anything like that. It just means life has changed you and took them in a different path and took you in a different path. That's all it means, But I generally mean that, right? That was weird, though, that camera angle stuff. That really weird. I don't know what was going on. I mean, you've seen me play this 1,000,001 times already, and that doesn't happen. That was weird. The camera just did not want to know. Really weird. I hope it's just a one-off thing and go back to normal. But honestly, I do mean it from the bottom of my heart. Obviously, I'm not always available on Discord and whatever, and there's a reason I'm not available on Discord. My notifications are turned off Discord because they come through on the car and stuff like that, and I get a lot of little notifications to do with complete exports and stuff like that anyway. So all that sort of stuff is literally just turned off. So if I'm out and about somewhere, I'm not getting 1,000,001 notifications. I don't get the things come through the car and stuff like that. It's only like if the kids sort of need to get hold of me or something like that. That's the sort of stuff that comes through on the car. Everyone else can just, wait, I'm driving. I want to be safe, and also I don't want to annoy the missus as well. That's what that's all about, So Discord stuff is no, but WhatsApp, I do get that. My WhatsApp is open to anyone, and that does come through on my car. It does come through. It doesn't ever get turned off, my WhatsApp. So I do get a notification at some point, and I will notice it. And then, so if anyone honestly generally wants friendship, just say they'd like my WhatsApp privately, and I will give you my WhatsApp privately. There are several of you that already have it because you're all top people, but honestly, I do like to keep in touch with people and to reach out. And if you just want to ping me a message out of the blue about some completely random thing, please do. If you want to send me news, Albie, you can do that if you want. I don't know why you would. Or if you want to send me pictures of with a sledgehammer with their lovely wife in the background, like that, you can do that too. I've been sending them on Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Do you still use that, Keris? What social medias do you all use, just out of interest? Because obviously we've got Nazi X, haven't we, at the moment, which I still love X because it's the platform that I sort of really do my most, or did my most sort of stuff on. So and I used it as what Twitter was at the time, which was microblogging. I moved from live spaces. I used to be one of these nuts with live spaces. I mean, if anyone sees a chap coming here, Sonic Alpha, who does pop in very randomly and very occasionally, he is one of my oldest live spaces friends as well. So I do keep in touch with people. I really do. There's long as you are available. But I don't want to nag too. I don't want to overstep, and I do recognise boundaries, and I do understand that life changes.
Hallo, eine
Here we
Fahrkarte
go
bitte.
again. Hang on, so, hang on. Christ, it's been a while since I started up Blue Sky Albi, and then the Keris is going. Nah, it's kryptonite. It's kryptonite for Keris, is it? Overwhelming. You get dragged into and exposed to just horrible stuff. It's not good for my mental health and self harm issues. Oh, very much so. I totally get you, Keris. Social media is a cesspit. It really is. I mean, I only use it for complete exports. If I didn't have complete exports, if I didn't run like the social stuff that I do and stuff like that, I don't think I'd be on social media, and the wife knows that as well. So I'm not a big user of Facebook anymore. I never was anyway, but I'm also on the nature that I don't need 300, 400 people that I used to know years and years ago on my friends list. They don't need to know everything that's going on in my life or anything like that. If I want to have a chat, go for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something, or go for a beer, or that sort of thing. In terms of, I don't need to know what so and so I went to school with was doing. It school was like 30 years ago. Do you know what I mean? That's not to say that I don't love those people if they come in and they want to have a little chat or anything like that. I still do, but I've grown. I'm not that person anymore. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the child anymore. I'm not the who I was then. I'm totally different. It's good to know that everyone's doing better. The thing is, with Facebook, you have to remember it's keeping up with the Robinsons with Facebook. A lot of it is false pretenses, and they'll post what you want them to see and stuff like that. Not everyone's life is rosy. It really isn't. So I'm just moving my camera slightly. I think I knocked it when I got up. Too much of me in it. Not everyone's life is as rosy as they put out. It just I do like it keeping up with the Robinsons a little bit and that sort of side of it. Facebook, I don't need to know what if they wanted to be friends, fine. We can be friends. We can go off. I knew you earlier on in my life, and we can have a little chat about the old days and whatever, what we got up to and what you're up to now. It's fine. Facebook for me is it's not so much it's acquaintances on your Facebook friends list, if you like me. That's why my friends list is tiny. I used to have 400 odd people on my friends list from school and stuff like that. I used to get into all that when I was younger, and but now I think you learn life. You don't need to show everyone what's going on in your life, and I don't need to see what's going on in their life and stuff like that. If you want to have a little chat, we bump into each other in the street. If I see you, wherever, we can have a little chat and talk about the old days and stuff like that, how it should be and how it was, and that side of things. Social media is a destructive tool because you get a snippet of someone's life and judgment. So you get someone online being a complete twat. Doesn't mean that they're a twat in life. They're just a twat in that moment. But vice versa, you can get someone as nice as pie, and then they tell you, they turn out to be some sort of racist so and so online. It swings both ways. But I generally mean the hand offered to friendship to anyone that is out there. I really do. If we get on, if we have a rapport and whatever, like I know all of you that regularly come into chat and whatever I do, then please do send me a message that says I'd love to know your number. I'd love your number one day or whatever, and I won't disappoint. I'm not going to say that I'm always the quickest to reply. Johnny knows that. Keris knows that in Discord, and you send me a message on Discord and stuff like that. I'm not the quickest to reply because life is life. But I will reply because you're a friend. Simple as that. Honestly. So anyone that says that they don't have any friends, they do have a friend. They just need to reach out a little bit more. Or we can just leave it as it is. Simple as that. I generally believe that, honestly. It comes from the bottom of my heart. It really does. I'm not just an internet person who I'm going to disappear, a year down the line or a year and a half down the line. I might get busy. Something may happen tomorrow. And I have to disappear or whatever. I don't know what's around the corner. I know I'm steady in life. But I just generally don't know what's around the corner. Do you know what I mean? We're approaching Randy Newman levels of cringe now, are we? Are we? Can we go a bit further? Anyone else? Who's Randy Newman anyway? Who's Randy Newman? We go back to the normal Dave doesn't know what's what.
Wie viel kostet das?
We're being soppy. We're being this is why I'm being soppy because I didn't. What's going on? Friends Reunited was weird. Right, it's looking Berlin ABC. Fuck off. Don't fuck off. Berlin ABC. Right. 24. You hear me? Had a good moment, didn't we? We had a good moment. Berlin AB. 24 hour. That's 2 of them gone.
Hallo.
The French United is way too much for you. It's too weird and put people off. Even was on Facebook when I was on the book for a week when I was making a film in Cardiff. I can't hear a word. Can't hear a word. Right, you can't hear a word. You can hear a word now though, can't you? So I was just reading your messages, Keris. Even before Facebook when I was on for a week, when I was making a film in Cardiff. You made a film in Cardiff? What film was that? $350. Go on. Don't know as much you want. It's Berlin AB. I think we found something to counteract it, but it's a bit weird. Take their money, give 150 back. Camera angles on this bus need sorting. Never drive this bus again. Oh, nothing I would have seen. An indie film about snuff movies. Oh, okay. Keris does cards. Yeah. So I need to get the Twitch screen up again. Because I had to mess around with that camera for a second. It was really, really annoying. Oh, it hasn't changed. Oh, it has changed.
Staatsoper.
I have a tiny camera. Who is Randy Newman? Tell me who Randy Newman is. I had a tiny cameo when I was beaten to death with an iron pipe in a snuff den. Okay. Here we go again. So Berlin 24 ABC. He wants a 24-hour ABC. Let's get this right. So he wants 860 back.
Vielen Dank.
I'm glad he didn't want to hang out with no one else. Oh, he's the gaffer for the production though. Okay. I still need to know who Randy Newman is. Who's Randy Newman? Come on. Come on, fill me in. Because we're going to go all Craig David now. I've said fill me in. Will you fill me in? A songwriter on Toy Story. Okay. Any other significant things that Randy Newman has done other than the songwriter in Toy Story? You got a friend in me. I don't know the rest of the words, but you got a friend. What's going on? Are we full? Oh, we're full. The bus is full. They're all having a little merry dance. He's a famous songwriter. Well, he's not that famous. I haven't heard of him. Hey, another confession for you. You ain't famous unless Dave's heard from you. Heard of you. I did that one myself. Oh, good fun this morning. Honestly, we were a little bit serious yesterday. We got a bit serious today. Sometimes it's good to be serious.
S- und U-Bahnhof Brandenburger Tor.
Check the video, all will become clear. Okay. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example of what I was going on about earlier. If you want, quickly before I open the doors, we'll have a quick cup of tea. I'll probably actually have to pause it again in a minute anyway, and chat with the middle lad if you like. But there's a chap that used to write for Complete Experts. He's more than welcome to write for Complete Experts again. A lovely chap called Jordan, who I went to EGX with. Not Geordie. Jordan. I did go to EGX with Geordie as well. But Jordan, lovely chap, based in Essex. Met him a couple of times. Met him in Clacton. Actually went for a beer too with him for his birthday in Clacton. And then just dropped off the planet. Just dropped off the planet. I'll still send the odd message here and there, and we still interact the most tiniest bit. But the interaction has gone completely. And the reason for that is because he's got a girlfriend. He's all loved up. And I understand that. I respect that. That's the boundaries that I'm on about. You do lose people in your life that you considered friends, been quite close and whatever, but you do lose people along the way. It can't be helped. It can't be helped. Just know it isn't your fault. That's all. It is life's journey. He won an Oscar for it. And I didn't have you from. Oh, Monsters Inc. See, there you go. I didn't know. Obviously, I know Monsters Inc. and I know Toy Story the film and all that sort of stuff, but I didn't know. Check the video while you're paused. Okay, check the video. Go on then. In Discord. You've got to open up Discord. They're not going to run off as well because, not run off as in I won't come back, but not literally run as well because that ain't happening. But going to go and have a quick word with the middle lad who's waiting to have a quick word patiently because it's that sort of time that I do allow for us to check in quickly. So on the Discord, he says, "Oh God, get out of the way! Why is Discord popping fucking adverts at me all the time now as well? Fuck off! I don't want your night skate shit." Right, in the video, where's the video? Up there. Is it in? Is it a private video, Albie? I'm not getting a notification for it. Why am I not getting a notification for it? Deals. It's not in deals. It's not in Dave Streaming Confessions. It'll be in Dave Streaming Confessions. There you go. That's where it'll be. The video. Check the video. All right, here you are. Dave doesn't know Peter Griffin. Oh, it's. Oh, go learn out who Randy Newman is. Oh, here we go. Oh, is that who Randy Newman is? I know the voice, and that's He does Monk the show as well, doesn't he? Monk the TV show as well. Everyone watch Monk. Everyone see Monk. I kind of like Monk. I get that. That is. I got you. I say, okay, that's Randy Newman. So that voice, that distinct voice, is Randy Newman. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Learned something this morning on stream. Didn't know, but gotcha. Right, as I said, I'm gonna have to run off for a minute too. If you need to go somewhere, I totally understand. It's that sort of morning, isn't it? It's what we do this for. The morning is providing a little link, friendly face and a friendly voice first thing in the morning. Streams are a bit chaotic at times. They really are. The chats go all over the place. But I feel like we've had a nice, compassionate chat this morning. So if you need to run somewhere, I totally understand. Make good choices. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you're sticking with me, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Got to check and with the middle lad, have a quick word with him. So I'll be back in a mo. Put the kettle on. So to say, put the kettle on. Right, back again. Twitch screen on. That's the Discord. Twitch screen on. Where are you? There we go. Thank you for that, Albie. I now know who what his name is, Newman is. Ron Newman. Like I say, if anyone has never seen Monk, Monk, TV show, go check it out. It's a light-hearted TV detective show. Monk has got OCD, sort of compulsion sort of disorders and whatever, and it's very autistic-like. It's a good watch, honestly, just for a light something, because everyone needs a light sort of show to watch. It is a really good show to watch. It is. Right, if you remember the baseball montage from the first Naked Gun film, he sings "I Love LA." Okay, I know who he is now. I do know. You've pointed the voice, and if that's the voice, then yeah. Yeah. He's really good in that. He acts really well in that. He brings that character to life so well in Monk. He really does. Right, we're pulling up. We've got to let them open the doors. Hopefully, only one or two are going to get on. Only one or two getting on because it's such a busy street. What route is this? Bus 100. Do with it's great in Galaxy Quest as well. Yeah. Honestly, anyone wants a light-hearted show, Monk, brilliant. Also Scorpion as well. Anyone wants a light-hearted show. Obviously, they're not around now and whatever, but the shows and whatever. But also Scorpion. Everyone's seen the TV series Scorpion. That's quite a good show as well. Bit MacGyver-y. That one. Based on, well, the original, the idea is based on a true story. Scorpion, loosely, because don't believe for 1 minute some of the love stories in it. I think they're more his fantasies, but you never know. This bus feels like it's going to fall apart in a minute. It does. It bounces around everything. It's really, really shaky. This looks like some grand building, doesn't it? That we're right by side.
Reichstag, Bundestag.
Reichstag, Bundestag. There's all these big blocks to stop travellers coming. That's what it is. Stop people parking their cars there as well, because obviously they're parking cars anywhere in Germany. Put some blocks down. Fine. Oh, loads of people getting off. Loads of people getting on. Needs a ticket. Burning AB, single ticket. We can do that. It's working. Working. Machine's working. Shut the doors, shut the doors, shut the doors. We're late. We're late.
Platz der Republik.
I've never seen it so much in on this game. Don't live in the sticks. Mind you, where I live, literally everything is just yellow lines, so you're not allowed to park there everywhere. It's like, no, we're going to make money out of you. You've got to go park in that sort of car park. You're not allowed to park on the side of the street. Won't allow it. Maybe that's just where I'm used to. Maybe I'm comparing it to where I am. I don't see busy streets with people parking up everywhere. Nah, fuck it, here, dude. I'll get out. We're on our way.
Haus der Kulturen der Welt.
I just hit that van. See, Lou live in the sticks and see plenty of dodgy parking. But this is what I don't mean. I mean in the city centres and stuff like that, in the main roads, everything is double yellow lights. Yeah, this way. I mean, like a road like this, either side is pretty empty. Either side, obviously, yes, you'll be able to park up along the side. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. I don't know the words, but I know it's from the Monks theme tune. And it's pretty good. Randy Newman.
Schloss Bellevue.
There you are. So I do know who Randy. Well, I don't know who Randy Newman is personally, but I do know his style of singing it. Very distinctive. Definitely a standout sort of voice and style, that's for sure. Well, thank you for liking me. Now I know on my pub quiz or my whatever quiz that comes up that's who Randy Newman. What did he sing? I'm just going to say it's a jungle out there. People worry all the time. If they knew what was in the water, they'd worry too. Don't know the words though. Little snippets of the words that come into my head right in a second, but not enough to sing. Otherwise, I would give you a Newman version, a Randy Newman.
Wie viel macht das?
How much does a single ticket? But your hands in the way, buddy. Berlin ABC. ABC. 60. Oh no, here we go again. Berlin AB. 24. Paid by cash.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, they give me the right money. Never go full Randy. Yeah, definitely not in your WhatsApp box, eh?
Großer Stern.
Everyone's getting on. Loads of people must have got
Hi,
on.
ich benötige ein Ticket.
Berlin AB. 24 hour. Paid by card, nice and easy. Full bus. Have they got the walking adverts on the bus then? So, how many t-shirts can we get? The update that we can actually buy in real life on TML's website. So we've got that one we can buy. That one we can buy too. 3 Flash-based FM we can buy. Okay, that's not quite it. So 4 you can buy, 5, 6, 7. You've got flash-based shirts. 7 you can buy. 8 Reason to Spider. 9 buy. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22. Out of all these people on the bus, 22 have walking adverts for TML. 22 of them. I should have done that as a quiz, shouldn't I? Or a little thing of how many sweets are in the jar. So how many TML t-shirts that you can buy in real life are on this bus? The answer would have been 22. Maybe next time. It's so fun, isn't it? Does anyone play, when they're watching a TV show that they watch quite regularly, actually make it into a game? Because I like watching FBI. So you've got the old FBI. I'm sucking for watching shows like that. I really am. And we've turned it into there's two chances. It is the first chance is how long before they basically shout to someone, leaving a bit of a running distance for them to be able to run and shout out that they're FBI before the chase commences. You know, the first FBI. And we always go how many minutes in before that happens. And then there's this new one, because she seems to get blown up every week. There's a character called Maggie in it. She seems to get blown up or poisoned or with gas or whatever every week now these days. And we say how many minutes is it before Maggie gets blown up or finds herself in peril. The show FBI.
Guten Morgen.
Anyone watch
Ich benötige
FBI?
einen Fahrschein.
Berlin ABC. Pay for a single ticket. Pay by cash. Oh no, here we go again. Why is it doing this? Can't even print a ticket. Oh my god, why am I sideways? Oh my god. I'm upside down. How did that happen? Honestly, fuck off. How am I managing to do? I'm doing somersaults here. Look, I'm literally doing somersaults. You could do that beforehand. What have they done? No, oh my god! I want to give him his money. Then I want to just want to print his ticket off, for fuck's sake. Thank you. It's I'm trying to think, what channel is it? I don't know. I don't know what channel it's on. I couldn't tell you. It's just on. It's on Sky. It's on Sky channel. Living or whatever. It's not even called Living anymore, is it? I looked years ago about it was called Living.
Lützowplatz.
Pulling in. Pulling in. Just hope no one wants to buy a ticket. Morning.
Guten Tag. Einen Fahrschein
Guten
bitte.
Tag.
Wie viel macht
Fahrschein
das?
bitte. Berlin AB. Camera angle, stay where you need to move. You need 20, so you need 1650 back. So 8, 10, 16, 15. There you go, buddy. Shut the doors, shut the doors. Indicate out. And away we go.
Schildstraße.
It's a big double decker. I'm very jealous of the double deckers. Hang on, something I should do is office. Should do vehicles. Check on the vehicles. 9% that vehicle. I hope it finishes its route soon. Price 9%. Run out of electricity. Backup power. If I was 9% now, I'd be shutting all the windows and literally just putting on. Literally turning everything off at 9%. If I was in my electric car at 9%, I'd be like literally managing every little percent now. Look, get with it. Get in the... That big yellow bus. Oh shit, we're supposed to turn. Oh shit, we're supposed to get behind this bus, are we? Is it stopping? Is it stopping? I think we're alright, we can open the doors. We're alright there. Shut the doors, no one's getting on. Be pedalling faster. You're off to work. Awesome stuff, Johnny. Have a great day. Thank you for dropping in. Been a pleasure, buddy.
Bayreuther Straße.
Let them all out. Don't know if anyone's getting on, but we're letting them all out. Latest taters. What, you're going to ask me to go and peel some potatoes? Latest, go get some taters. Very London term, that one. Taters. You don't say potatoes, go and get some taters. Go get some crowns. Go get some crowns. And if you say crowns, and you come back with a crown, you've got the wrong thing, because what you actually want is a crayon. That's something to colour in, picture in. There's a bit of London in me. There is. So both my parents, dad, Bethnal Green, my mum. Well, she's from Cyprus originally. Moved over when she was about 2. Bye, Johnny. The boss was here again. Boo. Turn the boss into a viewer. What is this English twat that you speak of, this Dave? This Essex Tea rubbish. Why have I gone French? I don't know. I amused myself with it. I mean, your boss could be French in Germany, but he's probably more likely to be German. What was her maiden? I can't tell you her maiden name, but you can probably guess. In fact, you can't guess, actually. It's not what you're thinking of, actually. It doesn't begin with C.
S- und U-Bahnhof Zoologischer Garten, Jedensstraße. Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen. Terminus. Please leave the bus here.
Yeah. Please leave the bus here. Right, off. We're off. See you later. .45 on the route. We've got a little bit more to do on the route. Put it in. Those scooters get everywhere, don't they? Those electric scooters. Everyone's getting off the bus. What we're going to do is quickly just keep in touch with our office sort of side of things, the vehicles. Energy levels now to 8% managed vehicle. We can do this one. Indicating out. Left. Doors are all open at the moment. Shut the doors, shut the doors. Quite loud with the train, isn't it? Oh, we've got a windscreen wiper still on. Still on. I'll turn them off. Welcome to Essex. There you go. That's a nice message from on my stream. Things you should know. I stream for fun. I don't take things seriously. And we chat about anything as long as it's clean. Cleanish. If you're currently viewing, please do consider giving my channel a follow. You'll make this Essex chappy very happy, and you would indeed if you gave me a follow. You don't already follow. You would, because that's what it's all about. It's about building and providing a friendly face, a friendly voice, first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening, in terms of you lovely people that are in America, or in, we say, Australia and whatever. We go into maybe early evening. Approved subjects include tarmac. There's nothing wrong with a bit of tarmacking. You should be tarmac on the surfaces of the roads and whatever. You need a bit of tarmacking. I'm trying to say. Right, turning right. Turning the right.
Herzallee.
Herzallee. Pulling up. Got to be careful that we don't get a speeding ticket. Speaking of speeding tickets, I was about to say it, his name's just gone. It's just maybe Albie will be able to give you the name straight away. Famous motorbike driver, did TT a lot. TT racing now features. Oh, what the fuck's his name? Guy Martin. He's lost his driving license, hasn't he? Good to be rich though, isn't it? And famous, because he's only lost it for 6 months. He's accumulated 12 points, and he's only lost it for 6 months. Abuse of power, that. Having said that, he probably uses the technicality, doesn't he? Because there is a technicality when it comes to the driving license that if you lose your license or you accumulate 12 points, it doesn't mean an instant ban. If you have proof that you need your you need your vehicle for work or whatever. Apparently, it's not an instant ban. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there is a technicality that you can get off with. You can have 12 points and not lose your license, or 9 points and not lose your license. There is a technicality. I think it doesn't apply for anyone. It just applies for people like racing car drivers and that sort of something. How am I supposed to get in here? So we should pull up next to it. I can't get in, can I? There's too many buses. Right, bear with me. Just going to put the stream on pause for a second. Be back in a second. Give me 2 seconds. I'm back in a mo. Back in a mo. Sorry about that. Still here there. I just had to sort something out with the youngest. Right. Oh, we're pulling in now. Oh, I don't even know. Can we open the doors? If we open the doors now, does it classify we're here? I have no idea. This is going to work. don't even know if we've got anyone on our bus yet. I don't think we do. We can just bypass this bus, can we? Do what bus drivers do in real life. Just tell me off though. Technically we were stopped. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's all kicking off this morning. It's all kicking off. I ain't taking that. Yeah, come on. Fuck her off. Right, the phone was ringing. Shut doors. We'll be on our way. We're already late this morning. Already late. Let's put the Twitch screen back on as well. That's how we are. Gameplay, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I know you were in early as well. Thank you for the emote. Hi, indeed. How are you? We're in the wrong lane. We're turning left. I think we've already buggered this particular route up, haven't we? So we're on our way. We're a little bit late. Hopefully no one's going to crash into our bus. Did have a quick glance to see if no one was coming. But yeah, Guy Martin has been banned from driving, but it's only for 6 months. He got banned for doing 80 odd mile an hour in a 30 zone or something, which gave him 6 points or something. And it's put him over. But he's only banned for 6 months because I can only assume he's used some sort of technicality, but apparently if you do a job for driving, you can get more points as long as it's a speeding fine that puts you over or something. You can actually accumulate points, and you can actually continuously accumulate points apparently if you go to court and say that I need my, and it is just literally point, driving. I think they've become a point where someone doesn't allow it. Anyone else would be imprisoned. This is it. So people will use their power, so to speak, and get away with things. But there is a loophole. There is a loophole in terms of the DBLA that if you lose your driving license due to speeding, you've accumulated so many points that you can argue in court that you need your car for your job. I don't think just getting A to B will be fine. You've got to have, quite an argument, because let's face it, everyone else can just use public transport, except for maybe that's why taxi drivers seem to drive nuts all the time, because they don't care, because they're your job, but they're 10 miles an hour over the speed limit is supposed to be license taken away. Is it? I don't know. I don't know that one, but I know he was, like I say, it was. So my wife just saying you can always tell an old person in the car by the fact that they do 40 wherever. So if they're in a 20 mile an hour zone, they're doing 40. If they're in a 30 mile an hour zone, they're doing 40. And if they're on the motorway, they're doing 40. They just don't. 40 is the constant speed sort of thing. Fresh cup of tea. Cheers. Cheers. Drop camera. I'll have a cup of tea in a minute. I'll get some tea in a minute. Very nice it was. So I wasn't planning on streaming. Although I say I stream every morning, there does come a point where we weren't, streaming and stuff. I wasn't planning on streaming this morning, but this little doggy next to me decided, no, you can stream because I'm not going to let you sleep anyway. And when she proceeded to let me stream, she found her little green stick that she has with these little green sticks, and she just runs around the house like a lunatic with it. She really does. She wants to bury it somewhere, but she doesn't want to bury it outside. You offer the doors outside, she wouldn't even do it. It's got to be buried indoors, and then she's got to try and nudge it into the correct place. And she was just whimpering like mad this morning. Actually, like I say, I could hear him running around upstairs everywhere, and I was expecting everyone to just be woken up. You know, nothing I could do. Want to bury her stick?
Hi.
Dog instinct, I suppose. Must bury something, even though the chair is not the place to bury it. She does better than my previous dog though. He used to bury stuff, and he used to bury stuff in the garden as best as he could. He used to bury stuff in the sofa, and I mean in the sofa. Sometimes you'd be like pulling down the side of the sofa, and it's like, God, it's a teeth tube thing, stick thing that is like about a year old sort of thing. You know, didn't know was there. Do you know what I mean? But tucked away into this place, he nudged his way in there. So it's definitely a dog thing. It's not just my dog thing, but this one whimpers. But she can't bury it in the house, but she wants to bury it in the house. So it becomes everyone else's problem, you know. Don't think we need our little check-in at 20 past 8. We've gone 20 past 8 because I did it a few minutes before. So when I did my little chat with him then. But the 20 past is more of a kick out the door sort of speech, if you like, with him, a little chat with him, you know. So I'm hoping he's going to sort that out himself. I can hear him moving around. I can hear the stairs. You know when your kids are coming down the stairs. Stop. You know, sort of chat. Mon, how you doing, buddy? He's lurking away. Busy this morning. Much love, my friend. Much love. We will cheers you with fresh tea. Cheers. The first sip of every cup is always the best. It really is. Right, we're on our way. Right, we're on our way. We're on our way. Mon, I would ask you questions, but you're lurking away, buddy. So, I shall let you lurk. Thank you for the support, my friend, because that's how we do it. That's how we support the stream. Even if you are busy and you notice I am live, you can always lurk away. You can always just turn something on and just turn it around completely. If you're fed up of seeing my cheesy face or voice, you just turn it all down, just lurk away. And that really helps the channel. It does. There's so many ways you can help the channel. There are. And one of them is just simply just logging in, lurking, providing a number. I'm not one of these streamers that doesn't welcome lurkers or anything like that, because in terms of statistics and numbers with Twitch, lurkers don't actually count towards any sort of progression in terms of becoming a partner or anything like that, in terms of Twitch and where you want to go. But they're very much welcome in my channel, very much. It's to say, it's about providing a friendly face and a friendly voice and a lovely place for people to come along and a nice little chit chat, meet people and chat. All right, bear with me. I said that 2 minutes, Mike. We didn't need to do it, but we do need to do it. So we'll be back in a mo. I am needed. Dad first, always. Back in a mo. I said, this time we are back. I thought we were back a second ago, but we're not. We wasn't. The button didn't click. It didn't work. But we are here. Thank you for those that have stuck with me through the pauses and stuff. It's just something that I have to do as part of being a parent. It's part of the deal, so to speak, of streaming in the morning, is that I do need to have a little break at set times. But sometimes it's more than the set times. You know, sometimes you're just needed. And I always want to be there for the kids. Even though they got older, they all sort themselves out and they're absolutely fabulous at doing it. He's gone. Okay. You had one of your double deckers last night. Nom nom nom. Was it very nice? Sorry about influencing you, even though I didn't directly. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Sorry about influencing you, even though I didn't directly. I was just talking about double deckers, weren't I? And that made you fancy a double decker, so you had to go and buy a box of double deckers. Just save one for me. I had mine nicked. It got nicked while I was in hospital at the early start of the year. My Christmas gift of double decker. Someone, I can't remember who it was actually, so terrible, but I got some double deckers from someone. And they didn't last. When I come back, they were gone. I'm surprised the scones lasted, but then the scones were frozen, so I don't know. I did try several times. Right. Red light, red light. And then we're on our way. So that's the youngest out the door. He's gone. It's bang on time as well. Bang on time for him. So no drama. Say no drama. Tiny bit of drama, but not too much this morning. Just needed a little bit. That's all. Needed. But it's nice to be needed, isn't it? I mean, that's one of the things that I've got sad about as they've got older, is that dads have become redundant to a degree. And when they do need me, they don't want dad's help because they want to do it themselves, you know. Which I applaud, but sometimes it's just easier to say, Dad can have a hand. So I do applaud them wanting to do it themselves, sort of doing it, but Dad needs to feel needed sometimes. You know what I mean?
Nordische Botschaften, Adenauer Stiftung.
But we say we stream every morning. There will come a morning when I'm not streaming. It's coming fast. I did think this morning that I needed more sleep, and I deliberately didn't put out that I was streaming this morning, even though the golden rule is that I stream every morning, because I do. But I felt I needed some sleep, and I literally, after what I thought was sorting the dog out, I went back to bed.
Moin, ich hätte gerne einen Fahrschein.
Oh no, we're doing that stupid camera angle again. No. Her eyebrows are really weird. You can see the back of her teeth in a minute. Be careful. I do not like the camera angle on this bus, what it does, because you can't see what they want.
Hi. Ich hätte gerne einen
You have to come out
Fahrschein.
this one.
Könnte ich das mit meinem Handy
You have to go
bezahlen?
into back in, single Berlin ABC, and it doesn't always work. So it goes up there like that, and then it goes down, and you can actually do somersaults. And sometimes oh my god, it's doing it again. What is up with it? So Berlin ABC, single ticket. There you go. Got it back. It's only on this bus. It doesn't happen on a different bus. It's this particular bus it's happening to. It's kind of weird. Gremlins, demons. straddle both lanes, so to speak. Thou shalt not pass. And all that. We'll grab the tea. Cheers. So we've got some Essex facts on the screen right this second, so I'll read a couple out while we can. Back in the day, Colchester was the capital of Britain. We're talking AD 43. It was the capital of Britain to Boudicca's rebellion. So it lasted about 18 years as capital. Essex fact, Southend-on-Sea currently has the longest pier in the world, measuring an impressive 1.33 miles. There's a train from one end of the pier to the other, or you can walk it. It does charge you though for walking the pier, and it does charge you for the train, so either way you're charged. I can't think of another pier that charges you for walking it. Having said that, it is only, well, last time I actually bothered to have a look, it was only a couple of quid to walk it. I'm sure the price has probably gone up.
Großer Stern.
Put it in here, obeying the traffic lights. Can't really see. Oh my god, what's happened? The sign just went flying. I can't see the traffic lights. So it's going to be a case of when they move, I move. Isn't it? It's going to be one of them. There you go. That, the trust that there. They called that the blocker, didn't they? It's going into my lane. We've left a little bit of room so we can just creep our wheels in. We can open our door, but we can't manoeuvre. But we can open the doors. And then we'll walk down if need be. That bus is getting ready to move. We can shut our doors. We can move too. Indicating out. I mean, technically it's a bus lane, we don't really need to do that, but just in case there's another bus behind us. Now we need to indicate out. We are leaving the bus lane. Down the road for a bit more fun. Oh, that's got a big double decker there. Oh, he's nicking all our people. He's a number 100. Is he going a different route to us then? Because he's a number 100. I'm sure I'm a number 100 too. Why do you haven't said that? They say that, don't they? When you're waiting for a bus, they'll come along at once. That I've seen it here. So we've got, like, for example, number 50 or fitness number or whatever it is. I don't know. But you see like about 4 of them all turn up in one succession. Like literally, it's supposed to be like 10-20 minutes apart, but they all end up running the same. You think sometimes you'll just cancel a service or whatever in between, but they don't. So you get unison 4 buses run behind each other for a little bit. Slowly, one gets quicker than the other because there's no one to pick up. So no one's picked up all the passengers and that. And slowly, it sort of evens itself out. But you'd think when you get that sort of situation that you just retire a bus for a little while, go and let them have a fag break or whatever it is that they need to do. We're following the bus, taking the same route we are. I'm sure he's going to stop at the same stop. Taking all our passengers, the greedy so-and-so. Careful, don't want to do the speed limit. Another fun fact for you from Essex.
Haus der Kulturen
Not really a fun fact though, is it? It's just a fact. Essex has 350 miles of coastline. That's the equivalent of driving from London to the Alps. 350 miles of coastline. And a very underrated coastline it is. Very underrated. People talk about Suffolk and Norfolk and obviously Dorset and all that sort of stuff, but Essex ain't too bad. It's not too bad. We've got some lovely beaches. And you've got an award-winning beach. Self-titled award-winning beach. What's an award-winning beach? And that reference is to somewhere called Dovercourt in Essex, next to Harwich, which is Harwich being a port, which is next to Felixstowe, but Felixstowe is in Suffolk. So across the river, and becomes Suffolk. Well, I say the river, it's the sea, really, isn't it? It's the mouth of the river into the sea. Oh, we went through the doors. Careful. Nerdy Bird, how you doing? How's things? Thank you for dropping in. How are you, my friend? I'm not too bad. Not too bad this morning. Continuing on, providing a friendly face and friendly voice. Are you pleased about a price drop in terms of Xbox? Because I think this is a good thing for gaming in general. Not only is it a massively good thing for Xbox, the price has dropped by £7. Means you can keep your sub. But I generally believe that it will, well, in theory, Sony will adjust their prices as a reaction to. You may get a couple of quid off that as well. And even the likes of Nintendo with them struggling. I struggled to pay for the sub, and now it's much easier to manage. Oh, at that price. It is.
Moin.
It is because it provides
Ich benötige ein
PC gaming
Ticket.
as well.
Hi.
And all the things that come with it. It's definitely at sort of 16 quid. Something that you can go, well, that's all right. I don't know if I'm giving her the right ticket here. Oh, I am.
Hi, einmal Kurzstrecke bitte. Wie viel
Hot
kostet
stuff
das?
bitter. How much does it cost? Berlin AB. Berlin AB. Single ticket. Cash. No, wants a different ticket. She wants a different ticket. What does she want then? Berlin AB. Oh, she wants a short trip. She's only not interested in a big trip. She just wants a short one. Gotcha. There you go. Give me the correct money. There you go. Yeah, I hope it. I generally feel that, like I say, with Xbox, that they're trying to do the right thing now, I think. But it's all smoke and mirrors with Ash being on board. You don't quite know. She's just saying what you want to hear at the moment, what people want to hear. But the best thing is with actions, isn't it? And their first action straight away, very quickly, is that Game Pass is too much. And they've said that straight away. So they announced yesterday that Game Pass was being cut by £7 a month, which basically puts it in line with how much it would be. So a couple of years ago, it's now about £1. I think £1.50, £2 maybe at most, more expensive than what it was a couple of years ago, which is kind of what you would expect. I'm not a lover of things going up in general, but I really aren't. I don't understand it. I really don't in today's climate how things should just skyrocket anyway. But they've done the right action and said, well, look, this price is too much. And by doing that, they've removed COD off, or the next COD, which isn't out this year, is it? It's the following year, isn't it? If I remember rightly, always COD out this year. I don't know. I don't really play them. So get out the road. Get out the road. I'm going to run you over in a minute. So yeah, I generally believe that it's a really good thing that they've moved COD, because basically anyone that is now disappointed because COD's not involved in it, well, if you save that £7 that you're saving, you're going to pay for COD anyway with that. So the only thing I don't want personally is Fortnite, because I don't use Fortnite. But anyone that uses Fortnite, it's a phenomenal deal in gaming. And it's a really good deal in general. £16, you can't argue with £16 with what you get from the service and side of things. It's not bad. It's not bad. Is that how they pay for the reduction? Yes, they took COD out. Yeah, COD's out there again. So the next COD, the new COD, the next COD would not drop on Game Pass Ultimate for a year. So that's how they're doing it. So, but if you want, if you're upset that COD's coming out, save that £7 a month for 10 months, and you've got 70 quid, haven't you? Pays for your COD. Plus, there's always the free to play COD. So all existing CODs and the old CODs are going to stay on Game Pass. They stay. But the next new versions and in future versions of COD won't be coming to Game Pass day one. They'll become a 12 months, and then they'll come to Xbox Game Pass. So that's how they're doing it. And no, it's not too bad. I was £16 for Ultimate. It's a fairly decent deal. It's a really good deal if you want Ultimate. I don't know whether they're adjusting the other prices. I don't think they are. They're adjusting PC gaming. So if you just want to play PC, that's getting dropped a bit as well. But in general terms of the tiers, I'm not quite sure what the price is going to be for standard Game Pass now. I don't think it changes. It just makes Ultimate just that little bit more attractive. Pay a few more quid more and you get Ultimate, don't you? And you get the benefits of Ultimate minus the COD. Well, I say you still get COD as it is. It's no different today. You get the new COD, you get the new CODs, the Modern Warfare 2 and any sort of like COD that they decide to put on, older CODs that they decide to put on, Game Pass, make available. That will happen. But just the newest COD. Well, and to be fair, I think for a lot of people anyway that like COD has gone a little stale anyway to a degree. It needs a little bit of a sort of a revamp. I don't believe we need a new COD every year as well, unless you're going to change it. And I think it's just got a little bit old with COD. I really do. I mean, I don't play it, so there you go. But this is something that I hear that COD's got a little bit rehash of the same maps and all that sort of stuff. Right. Please, no one wants a ticket.
Hallo.
Hi, eine Einzelfahrt bitte. Wie viel kostet das? Bitte mit Beleg.
I think you're right, Nerdy. They're a big company, sort of Microsoft, if you like. Look at Xbox and Microsoft as a company. They're a company that can swallow that sort of money. But business is all about making money. And yeah, I think they need COD to sell like it used to. I think they've seen people saying, look, that sort of price, 23 quid a month, it is a lot. It's a lot to ask for. There's a ceiling for everyone, and they've literally, even the most loyal subscribers are questioning £23 and actually dropping down. Do we really need to be playing day one? We've got enough games? And that's the beauty of Game Pass, is there's enough games out there anyway to play. Do you really need the super duper? Anyway, the price point is what makes you buy the super duper. And it just got too much, didn't it? Let's be honest. £23 a month is a lot of money. If you're buying it that way, obviously a lot of people buy it through CD keys and will buy it for 6 months, 3 months, 12 months for the year or whatever. And that brings it down to a lot cheaper anyway. In fact, to the point where in some cases you weren't paying much more than what you would have been paying anyway. But not everyone can afford to pay things 12 months in advance, and that leads on to something that I said previously in terms of money in the world, and that perhaps we need to look at this whole thing that if you pay 12 months in advance, that you get some sort of benefit for doing so, because that only benefits the people that can afford to do that. It doesn't benefit anyone that can't do that, and it makes it more expensive for the ones that are less fortunate and that don't have a lot of money and that side of things. So I think in general that needs to correcting across the whole board, but obviously it will never happen. But wouldn't it be fabulous if you got, your car insurance that is like, grand and a bit, and if you had £1,000, you'd pay it. Everyone would pay it because you save some money. Or you can pay it over monthly charges, for your direct debit, but it costs you extra to do it that way. It's a little unfair. It's a little unfair to anyone that just doesn't have £1,000 in their pocket. You're supposed to help the most vulnerable in society, the most needy in society, and we actually do the opposite. We go the other way and sort of give benefits for people that do have money and less benefits for people that don't have money. And it's and I'm not talking about benefits as in social benefits and funding and stuff like that. I'm talking about in general. So I think it's an absolute fabulous thing that what Microsoft have done and Xbox have done. I just hope. Exactly, I'll be struggling to pay. Why not pay more? Yeah, exactly. That is exactly. It's not the help that you need, is it? But I just hope, from an point of view, which is what this is the careful period. They've done some right things. She said some right things. The lady that's in charge, the Shah, she's more of a business background, which is a great thing to do in some respects from business. She's trying to connect with the gamers. Like, she's doing the right things, the new dash and all that. I do think that was probably already in the works. I don't think it was her, if I'm honest. I think all that sort of stuff was already being done. So that's a good thing. The biggest thing that she's done is obviously the price point of view. That's action. Let's see what happens, because usually with Xboxes they give you something and then they kick you in the teeth a few days later. So it's like, you give you something, but we're going to knock you back down. Hopefully they don't shoot themselves in the foot. That's the problem that Xbox have had for a long time, is that they do something good, shoot yourself in the foot, and that doesn't give confidence, does it? It doesn't give that sort of side of things. So anyway, back to the game. I better do this because these eyebrows are going to scare me if we carry on like this. They're quite bushy. He's dyed his beard, moustache, but he's left his white eyebrows. It's kind of weird. You're going to do one, you're doing both, don't you? Right, he wants Berlin AB single ticket. No, he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. He wants Berlin AB single ticket. Camera angle on this one. Honestly, terrible. Give me the money. What? Oh, fucking hell. He wants a receipt. Berlin single ticket. Print a receipt. There you go. Paid by cash. We can do that. The problem I'm having with this particular bus is that I can't see. Oh, he's still fucking standing there. Receipt was requested. I gave you a receipt, buddy. Or maybe I didn't give him his change.
Vielen Dank.
He's not still standing there. He's not talking though, is he? He's not telling me, oh, you ain't giving me a change. How am I supposed to remember? I said something daft, have I? She's from a business background. Anyone that reaches that level will be from a business background. Yeah. Okay. She's from an advanced business background with marketing skills and stuff like that. And is not actively a gamer. Yeah, we'll say that. We were spying with Phil Spencer being both. The problem with Phil Spencer is I have a lot of time for Phil Spencer. I know a lot of things were criticised that he didn't quite connect with people as well. I think he connected with the gamers. I think his hands were tied with what was happening on with Operations Above. And I generally believe everything in life, even the prime ministers and things like that, they are the spokespeople. They're actually someone else pulling the strings. And that usually is the case, that they have bosses to answer to as well. I think the fact that the direction that they took to go, take games from Xbox to PlayStation, 4 games, if you like, that everyone's talks about 4 games. He never said 4 games. That's it. No one, as a business person, never confirms 4 games. Same with price rises. He doesn't say this is the price and this is the price going to stay forever, because that would be untrue. Everyone knows prices go up. So I do think it was a lynch on him a little bit personally. When they use his 4 games speech, because he never said, there was nothing in his words that said it would be only 4 games or 4 games permanently. And those 4 games were old games. So from a business point of view, it made sense to put CFEs onto PlayStation. It made sense to put a few others onto PlayStation to test the water, see if we can make money. I get it from a business perspective. I really do. I'm hoping that's the oldest. It is. So no more little check-ins or anything like that. We're coming towards the end of the stream anyway. but we've got another 10 minutes or so. We're going to use those 10 minutes for a bit of gaming. But honestly, I just hope, my hope is that Xbox now don't go and shoot themselves in the foot, because that is the form, isn't it, of what they do. Release something good, something worth shouting about, something to get behind, something to make you feel good about being an Xbox gamer, if you like, a bit at the moment, because there's been a lot of bad news and stuff when it comes to gaming and the next console. They've got to build that brand up, and they've got a year to do it before the new console officially launches, and they're going in the right direction with potentially making things exclusive again. I don't believe that things have to be exclusive. I'd much rather say, time deals. So I do understand that there is a call for exclusive gaming, but time deals I think should be a thing. But also they've got their force their hand, and with PlayStation's reaction to Xbox's plans to be able to pay multiple storefronts on their next machine, has forced PlayStation to act and take away their games from PC. And I hope, in a way, what's good for gaming is you have two strong competitors, and I hope the fact that Xbox taking £7 off their monthly subscription will mean that Sony will do the same a little bit. I'm not saying they're going to take £7 off theirs. They weren't as expensive, but even with PlayStation, it comes a point, it becomes a ceiling where their top tier isn't worth it. So I hope in general it's a good thing for gaming, and it sparks another thing that helps gamers. We all come together, we all play games. But I'm not one for fanboys, I'm not one for anything like that. That's why I don't care if Xbox games are on PlayStation, as long as there's still an Xbox, because I'm in the ecosystem now. My catalogue, if you like, the problem that digital does to you is that you own that catalogue, but if that catalogue's, that system is taken down, it's not allowed to be played, then your catalogue is worthless, because you can't do anything with it. So you want a strong Xbox, you want a strong PlayStation for that perspective, because everything has gone digital. Yes, you can buy your games, but once you've bought your game, you've still got to stick it in to your console. You've still got to be remaining online. You've still got to say it's no good if you don't.
Hallo, eine Einzelfahrt bitte.
Indeed, I don't care who wins a console generation, as long as there's choice. As long as there's choice, and console wars are daft. It's all about money at the end of the day. They're not overly, about who buys their plastic box or whatever. But if they do a mistake, like Xbox have done with terms of the Game Pass being too high, then that reflects in their hang on a second. Our core gamers now are not happy with this. Can let the other ones go that will just sprout off about the 4 games or whatever. I'd say you've got competition breeds innovation, doesn't it? It brings competitiveness. It makes us pay less. Well, you'd think it's not always the rule. You do get like energy companies bundled together and don't get you that deal that you would like. She needs 60 back. So it's easy to say competition breeds innovation. It breeds less price, price rises and stuff like that. People undercut. That's the way it was supposed to be, but it didn't work with the gas, did it? It didn't work with the electric. They've all sort of edged their prices more or less the same. Yes, you can get slightly better if you go somewhere else or whatever, but I don't care, win, lose, whatever. I'll like whatever. I like it. Winning or not doesn't bother me. It bothers me when companies don't get it, what I like or want, and go all in with stuff I don't care for. Oh, very much so. Very much so. You align yourself with a thing that is good to you, don't you? You align something that is good for you, that works for you, and if it doesn't work for you, you jump ship. The only problem we've got to say at the moment, you have like a 10-year gamer on Xbox, a 10-year gamer on PlayStation. Someone's been playing PlayStation for 10 years. Someone's been playing Xbox for 10 years. You'd have to be pretty stupid or pretty daft or have lots of money to jump from PlayStation to Xbox and forget, sod it, I don't care about all my purchases on PlayStation, my digital content, and vice versa. You'd be pretty daft to just jump ship and forget everything that you own if you've been gaming for that long. Do you know what I mean? Because you build up a catalogue, don't you? And let's be honest, it's all gone digital. So now you're tied into that ecosystem. So you want that ecosystem to survive. It's as simple as that. I'm lucky. I get to do both. But not everyone is like that. I wouldn't care if Xbox were doing this badly versus PS and Nintendo if they were doing stuff I love. Exactly. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. For me, they were doing badly and not delighting me personally. Yeah. So a double bad news for you. Yeah, I totally get it. Totally. Play a mix on everything. I play a mix on everything. I just like to say, cover Xbox. That's why you see me playing Xbox games. But I do play others. Just still need to get that console downstairs. It's been nicked. It's been nicked. Encourage me to get it downstairs. Got to prize it away from him. It's like his joy at the moment. And I feel bad if I took away his joy from him. Also, morning, Keris. Like I say, gaming is a wonderful thing, but it's like everything; it locks you in. So, when you're with Sky, you get locked in with Sky. When you're with Virgin, you get locked in with Virgin. When you're with Nintendo, you get locked in with Nintendo with your digital catalog that you buy, because it becomes useless if you ever leave. Hey, Nelly.
Hi,
Oh, they all have
ich
these
brauche einen
eyebrows.
Fahrschein. Wie viel würde das kosten?
Oh, at least she's matched hers with her hair. I'll give her a do. She's matched hers with her hair a little bit. Berlin AB. I think this was a short trip ticket. Must be. Been the correct money for it. Shutting the doors. Pulling out. Next stop is going to be the last stop. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. I really do. Make good choices. I'll be back tomorrow. Well, the plan is to be back tomorrow. If I'm not back tomorrow because I've decided I need sleep, because I am starting to feel that, usually I'm up at the crack of dawn because I'm up anyway. This morning, the only reason I was up was a dog, which bounced on my head. It says, "Oh, I want to be awake." And that was the only reason. Even then, I contemplated of going back to sleep. I tried, but I couldn't. And then that was it. And then she wanted to bury her thing and run around like a lunatic. So that was the reason we ended up streaming a little bit late in the end. But in truth, you can thank her if you wanted to see me this morning after this nice little chat. I enjoyed this nice little chat because she's the reason. If she'd have just got back to sleep, I probably would have got back to sleep this morning. Being held up, fucking hell, I'm just sitting here for no reason, like 11. If I coordinated my clothing with my hair, I'd be in trouble. Emperor's new colours spring to mind. So we're pulling in. What we'll do is we'll take these people on board, we'll let someone off, and then that's where we'll call the stream. So honestly, thank you for joining me. I think you're all wonderful. I really do. We talked about friendship earlier. I generally feel that you've got a good friend in me. I really do believe that. I'm not just someone that's just going to just disappear on you. Like I say, stay in touch and all that sort of stuff. If you so wish, if something happens in your life that means you take you somewhere else, I will not hold it against you. Life is life. But I would love you to stick around. I really do. I really do. And we're back to Randy indeed. Back to Randy. It's how we finish it. Randy Newman. I know who he is now. yeah, that's what they all say. Genuine, I promise you. What you see is what you get, and what I say is what you get. Cheers. All the best. Cheerio. Fabulous day, everyone. Bye.